Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and oh boy, do I have a big update from Kabam. So they are going to be making changes to the champion update. So let's go ahead and take a look at what they are doing and what this potentially means. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So champion update changes. Starting next month, we're going to be moving to a new cadence of champion updates, which includes a complete overhaul of an old champion every month. Awesome, right? As long as they get, really good overhauls. Late last year, we mentioned that we were going to be trying out a new 4-4-2 update cadence for champions. This was a very ambitious schedule for us and relied on certain kinds of updates taking less time than others. So remember, we were going to get value only, moderate, and then overhauls, right? So when they announced that, I was like, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that because that's super ambitious and we could end up getting some real, flops as buffs, so to speak. I mean, look at how some of them turned out, right? I mean, Netflix Daredevil, aka Daredevil Hell's Kitchen, his overhaul really wasn't that beneficial to him, whereas someone like Red Mags, that was huge for him, and Colossus as well. So I think reducing this is going to be really beneficial for the player base, at least for a little bit. So let's continue further. So what does this mean? We quickly discovered that most champions we thought required a value-only update still needed additions to their abilities. This meant the time and effort required are about the same as a moderate update. In order to give each champion the most meaningful buff as possible, we're going to be switching to a 3 update per month schedule, which will include 1 overhaul and 2 moderate value-only updates. So I think this is kind of a good thing. I think it's going to give champions who really only need a slight tweaking, a more better tweaking as what you'll have it. Because there are a lot of champions who, while may seem at first like they need a total overhaul, they really don't. And when I'm doing my live streams, I always give the example of Thor Rags. Thor Rags he has a good kit, but what Thor Rags needs is he needs some sort of damage output, right? He needs a little something and he needs a shock immunity. So giving him that little moderate buff and that little, fine tuning is all that Thor Rags needs. Most of the meme tier champions, if you really look at them closely, they don't need overhauls. Groot doesn't really need an overhaul. Groot needs just kind of a moderate buff. He needs a numbers tweak and he needs a little something extra to him. But does he need a complete rework? No. Ones that do need a complete rework though, OG Captain America and OG Iron Man. Oh, and Superior Iron Man. Those guys all need complete overhauls. So I think if Kabam is taking the time to do this, I think it could give champions like that a really good update and make them not so just kind of like, oh no, I pulled an OG Cap, or oh no, I got the inferior Iron Man, something like that. But I think this is going to be a step in the right direction. It can at least give us more meaningful buffs and buffs that are going to help the champions and then ergo help the players out a lot more than trying to put out this really ambitious schedule where you're buffing this many champs a month or tweaking or fine tuning or overhauling, however you want to call it. And I think that was putting too much pressure on Kabam. So I think this will be better and it will help out crystal pulls too, right? So no longer will you get that Karnak, for example, and think, oh great, here's a Karnak, right? It's okay, here's a Karnak who's just meh, right? And now they're switching to this. Maybe he'll actually get a meaningful overhaul, right? Something that's really going to help him out. So I really like this. Let's continue on and see what else they got to say. So moving forward, while this does mean fewer updates overall, it also means that we move from 8 overhauls over 12 months to 12 overhauls over 12 months and can spend more time to hit the mark with our moderate updates. We hope to continue with this cadence until a time where we are out of moderate updates and will reevaluate what the cadence overhauls will be. So I really don't think there are that many champs that are in need of total overhauls. As I said, there are a few. So I think they might be able to hit the nail on the head in these first 12. pretty quickly, at least if I'm hoping who they're going to overhaul is who they actually overhaul. So I think this is really good. I think this is what the player base needs in order to kind of help with not wanting to quit the game based on RNG and kind of just getting downed over RNGs. So we can always look forward to these overhauls and these buffs. And I think this is a really good thing. I think I would honestly rather have, and I said this before, I would honestly rather have one really good overhaul a month versus what they had out before. Because if you take the time to overhaul a champion and they just turn out meh, right? Then what was the point of the overhaul? So I really enjoy, I think this is going to work out really good for the player base. But anyways, guys, that's all that I got. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Kabam changing the cadence of their champion updates? Do you think this is a step in the right direction, or should they continue to pump out overhauls and champion buffs and that sort of thing as frequently as need be? Who do you think are the champions that are in the most need of overhauls? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching and enjoy this quick word from Kevin Smith.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and if you enjoyed the mediocre Mcoc video full of scrub gameplay, then show Katy some love by hitting like and subscribe, man. Katy don't ask for much. Katy did ask for this. Katy did. So do like Katy did and bug people and get you to like and subscribe, man. She's doing that Mcoc beautifully. Not mediocre. Katy!